What's going on, guys? Bijan here. So we've hit a very cool milestone in the electric car market here in the US. Half of the US states have at least 1,000 charging points. Do you love trivia and want to win some money? I'm having this channel's first ever live stream Monday, May 10th at 6 p.m. Pacific. I'm basically going to ask some general trivia questions and some automotive trivia questions, and the first person to answer the question correctly in the live stream chat, I'll send them $20. For those that are already subscribed, you guys get a bit of an advantage because every time I go live and start giving stuff away, you're going to get a notification and you'll be able to be one of the first ones into the live stream. Now, I've said it in video after video, there is nothing wrong with electric cars currently. Now, as a gearhead, I do miss out on having that exhaust noise. I do miss out on burbles and backfires and quickly shifting between gears and popping and just having a manual. But for the general public, having an electric car is just like having a regular gas-powered internal combustion car. What we haven't caught up on is the charging station. The infrastructure has not caught up yet. So even though these cars drive like a regular car, get pretty good range, we're getting 100 to 200 miles per charge, we still need more infrastructure and improved charging to make the day-to-day of owning an electric vehicle more convenient. We're used to pulling up to a gas station, pumping gas, taking 5 or 10 minutes, hanging out, and then continuing on our way. The fact that certain cars, you have to sit at a charging station for 45 minutes to an hour, and that charging station may be completely out of your way, so you have to redo your entire schedule just to figure out where you can charge, plan for the amount of time it's going to take to charge there, and then continue on with your day. It's just not practical. It's not convenient. So the fact that we've hit this milestone and at least half of US states have 1,000 charging stations is very cool. Now, California, being the biggest electric car market, has the most amount of chargers, 37,000 charging stations to be exact. Now, for those of you that have a Tesla and live in Southern California, live in the LA or San Fernando Valley area, you've seen the line sometimes at the Glendale Tesla charging station. Now, if we're able to have more charging stations, there's going to be less lines, and if we have more efficient chargers, we're able to charge our batteries much more quickly, as long as the batteries can actually handle that fast charging. That's why a lot of car manufacturers are coming up with the 800-volt charging system, where you can basically go from 10% charge to 80% charge in something like 10 to 15 minutes. That is very convenient. That's very easy. If I'm able to pull up to a charging station, there's no line, I charge my car for 10 minutes and I'm on my way. That's exactly what we're used to. That all being said, the rainbows and unicorns of at least half of the states have 1,000 charging stations is wonderful, but we need more. How much more? Quite a bit more. Now, for those of you that live in a big metropolitan area, you're going to be able to reap the benefits the most quickly, because the larger the population and the more densely populated, the more likely we are to see more electric charging stations pop up. And that makes sense. If we have a lot of people living close together, they're commuting back and forth to work, doing errands, that sort of thing, then it would make sense to drop some charging stations where they would make money. Now, if we contrast that to a small town with only a few thousand people living in it, and they're farmers, or they live very far away, or they drive very far to go to work, it wouldn't really make sense to put a charging station there because not many people would use it. And it especially wouldn't make sense to put a fast charging station there. Now, I don't own charging stations, so I have no idea how much they cost, but I imagine a fast charging station is probably more expensive to set up than a regular charging station. If fast charging stations and regular speed charging stations cost about the same, why would you keep popping up the regular speed ones when you can pop up the fast charging ones, and people will be more attracted to go to that because they can fast charge their car? We are living through a very influential part of automotive history, because people who love electric cars and people who love gas cars are going to be living together in harmony for now. Now, I imagine in the next 20 years or so, that is going to change drastically. We're going to see less and less people buying gas vehicles, and in some states, they're straight up banning the sales of gas vehicles. Here in California, starting in 2035, dealerships can no longer sell gas vehicles. Let me say that again. 2035. That's in 15 years. The state of California cannot sell any new gas vehicles, only electric vehicles. If California is doing it and they're the largest EV market in the country, I imagine other states are going to follow in suit and adopt that mindset. Now, I hope that doesn't mean that we're going to straight up ban gas stations, because I'm hoping in a few years, prices on some very nice, very classic gas cars will go down. Imagine buying a Supra for $20,000 or an F80 M3 for $20,000. That would be amazing. sign me up, I would take each of them. Imagine daily driving a Tesla Model X with Ludacris, being able to do those ridiculous pulls from 0 to 60, but then also having a fun gas-using car like an F80 or Supra that you can drive on the weekends and pop and burble and bang and have launch control on. Now that's gonna be it for the news. I'll see you guys on the next one.